Last month, I traveled to 4 different countries. I was in Amsterdam, I was in Paris, I was in Monaco, I was also in Brussels for a bit. I learned a couple of things while I was on this trip, and I'll be sharing some of them with you. These are not travel tips. These are not things to take to the airport. These are not things to do to get your visa. All of those things, no. These are things that I learned personally that kind of resonated with me, and I think you can probably learn a few things from them as well. So the first thing I learned is that it is easier to travel solo, but it's more rewarding to travel with a friend. So when I was in Paris, I started out my trip with one of my friends, and it was Precious, and we had a great time together traveling to places. We went to the Louvre together, went to the Eiffel Tower together. It was fantastic. She was taking pictures of me. We were figuring out what to eat together. And then she left Paris a day before me. So I had a whole day to myself, just all alone. And I had a good time too because it was easier to discover where I wanted to go. I didn't have to check in with Precious or say, okay, Precious, what do you want to eat? So we can go to the same place together. I was just figuring things out on my own. But at the same time, it was not as rewarding because there was no one to laugh with. There was no one to take my pictures. There was no one to gist with. I didn't have a fellow tourist to have a good time with and just like laugh and be excited about the trip with. So I spent more time on social media as you would expect. So it's like a lot of times people look forward to solo trips, and I think you should. I also enjoy them. But you should probably know that it's fun, it's good, it's even easier, I think is the word, because you don't have to consider someone else. But when you travel with a friend or you meet up with a partner, whatever the case may be, it's always oftentimes, or I would say oftentimes, more rewarding. But if you've had a solo trip before, you've traveled with a friend, and you can tell me the difference between the two of them, let me know in the comments. Yeah, I'll be sharing another lesson very soon from my trips to these 4 different countries. You should probably like, follow, and drop a comment. So yeah, see you in the next one.